when they walk through every room, it's a feeling that's drawn out of you of a wow.
Yeah, there's a song that says wow. Let me kind of hear it out. Ready? Gotta get a shot like this.
You want to get on the roof?
Ari's gonna go check right now, but if it's possible, I'll go up there.
It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow.
In today's video, you guys are gonna see behind the scenes of what it's like to shoot a $40 million property. We are with a brand new client, Alexander Goldstein. Good to see you, brother.
Pleasure.
Good to see you. And you guys are gonna see what it's like to shoot this property. It's over 2 days. Weather's just okay today, so we're coming back tomorrow. We're doing nighttime today, daytime tomorrow, and you're gonna see everything from script writing, behind the scenes shooting, all that kind of stuff, and even the car. Let's get to it, guys.
Let's rock.
So for example, with a house like this, the house is so incredible. It just needs a great script. 100%. It needs a great hook. Yep. It needs a great middle context, call to action, cool shots, quick edit. The videos are not 90 seconds, they're around 35 seconds.
I think the guy who's buying this, or the girl who's buying this, or the family who's buying this is somebody that wants to feel wowed every single time they look and reflect on the home they bought.
Yeah, there's a song that says wow. Let me kind of hear it out. It'd be kind of cool, right? I like to hit people with what they're not expecting, because they are, like you know, he's saying like everyone's doing the videos. They're all trying to say something impressive. Where we've taken a bit of a backseat approach, where it's like it's such a flex to just make it casual. Does that make sense?
Yep.
But the video itself is so well produced that it pairs in tandem to the luxury of the home. But when the video and the music and the script is simple, it's a really nice dance.
I'm with you.
I'm thinking, I like the hook. I like the hook having the price and the word wow in it. So this is where I spend a few minutes thinking about it. So we regret to inform you that this will be Edgar's last shoot. He's gonna join the military.
The Navy SEALs.
So far we spent time with the agent in the morning, get to know a new agent, we're able to write the script, come up with a concept, grab a song, and now Edgar's here. We went to lunch really quickly, and now Edgar's here and he's like, well, what if we can make this video better? I feel like we have a great concept, but let's talk about how to make it better. So now everything from here on is documentation.
Yeah, what if we did like AI?
Oh. I think we do the AI. I think that would be really cool.
Nah.
What if I go right here? Wow, and then he goes during the day? Night or day, it's a wow, right? Because it's gonna light up at night. Going back to the vibe.
What's the second line of the thing, of the whole video?
Night or day, it's almost a wow.
Yeah, see, like, okay, so my perspective was like, just say it, if you don't want to do a pull shot, or do you think because I think it could be sick, and it could go within the POV. Say
the thing is, POV works.
It could be him like baller stance, like standing like over the camera like this, you know, like a wide camera.
That'd be
and he
sick.
says, day or night, you know, this house is a wow, you know, or whatever.
Essentially like this, it's a hook, nighttime, more nighttime, coming right here. Then it goes like back to daytime. All that living room stuff, it led nowhere. So what do you want to do to spice it up? How does he come in? It'll go from nighttime to daytime and he's there. Day to night. Day to night, this house is a wow.
Okay.
All right, so the game here is it's day to night time and the house is super bright. You gotta watch out for the windows, make sure no one's walking inside. Make sure all the lights are on inside the house. Get the front of the house, get the back of the house. Make more money by upcharging. Let's get it.
Maybe. See it during the day or not really?
I did, yeah. I showed up at like 3 or 4.
It's like a different house.
Yeah, it's
You know,
way
like,
different.
I love
yeah.
it during the day because it like really feels like a mix of style with the modern, but this at night is like.
The 10 is gonna get the whole house and the car in. You know, this lens is gonna get the details of each thing. There he is. Look at this thing. It's like perfection.
Hey! Get out! So here's how you do the famous day to night transition. What you have to do is you have to find a certain starting point. So let's say this was my starting point. Let's say I want it to go this direction. I probably wouldn't go from this direction, but I can show you guys as an example. Here's a really easy line to remember. You just gotta figure out where are your feet, where's your back, and find the X grid. Put your X grid on your Sony camera, find a center spot, and walk into it like this. Boom. I'd record that. Come check out this X, what I mean by that. So your feet are in the same spot, but you see this little X right here? The rule of thirds plus X. Check that out right there. So what I would do is I'd find my daytime shot. So let's pretend this was a day. I'd go right here. I'd say, okay, my back's against here. Here's where my feet are. There's my X spot right there. I'd walk into it like this. And then I do the same thing at nighttime. And I personally like to get too many shots. You know, Eric Davidson says he does it once or twice. I've seen it happen. I like to do it like 5, 6, 7, 10 times, just for safety, but we'll see you again in the morning. Good, right?
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town.
15 minutes later, I'm like, man, I'm gonna die.
So it's day 2, we're back at the property, ready to shoot. Of course we have blue skies because it's all in the mindset, but here's the thing. Yesterday was all about scripting. We got the script ready, we got the nighttime shots, now it's the daytime. When you get good at this, you can do the daytime, nighttime backwards, different days. As long as you know where you were standing, you're good to go. So for the hook goes like this. For $40 million, when your guests show up, all they can say is, wow. I know exactly where I'm standing. Here's exactly where I'm standing, just for context. Right here, I'm hiding from the reflection. Boom, I walk backwards, but I know exactly, this is where my feet start, right in front of the turf, like that, backwards, I have my center spot. So you gotta know where you're standing, you gotta have your script ready, you gotta be able to move fast. I got about an hour to get this shoot completed, then I go to Miami to go to Europe to do another videography shoot. You get good at this, they'll fly you everywhere. For $40 million, all they'll say is, wow. You'll be walking with me. Yep, go this way a little bit. Okay, this way a little bit this way, a little bit this way. 3, 2, 1, we're walking, so start walking, and then say your line.
For $40 million, when your guests show up,
All they'll say is wow.
Love it.
Should I tell them what happened last night? Yeah, so there's a story, right? I don't want to relive it, but yeah, for you guys, of course I'll tell you. Nah. All right, so last night, you know, we get done shooting. I'm hungry, right? I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day. And we left at 10:30. Landon's with me in my car. I'm like, let's go get some food. But one thing I haven't had in a long time is like dairy products, right? I do almond milk. I do lactose free. You know, all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to live healthy, right? I'm in my Goggins era. So I had some dairy, right? So I see this poster, and it's for like this Lucky Charms like milkshake. And I'm like, I'll get a small one. And so I have it, and I've been having allergic reactions for the past 2 years, like anaphylactic shock kind of. If you don't know what that is, Google it. It's like where, you know, you swell up, you start puking, you start passing out. And it's been to dairy products, but I'm like, you know, what's the harm? So I have the milkshake, right? I have it. And 15 minutes later, we're driving back from Fort Lauderdale. 15 minutes later, I'm like, man, like, I'm gonna die. So we pull over, stop at a gas station. I'm in the bathroom, and I'm like, you know, having a bad experience to the point where like the clerk of the Shell gas station, like the cashier, was knocking on the door. She's like, I'm gonna call the police. You need to get out right now. I think she thought like I was a drug addict or something. And then my whole body started to swell up, like thick. I couldn't even bend my fingers. My ears were swollen. I could like barely hear. I was looking at it. I was like, man, I swallowed those charms whole. It was not good. Not a good experience, but lesson learned.
So right now I'm waiting for the clouds to go over the house. So, because it's like, right now it's half blue and it's half gray, so I'm gonna wait for the clouds, but right now I can get this shot. Actually, let me see what happens if you're standing right there. Alrighty, walking in, coming through, and 3, 2, 1, action.
Night or day, this home's a wow.
There it is. That's good. I like the inflection though.
When we do these date nights, right? Like, man, Claudia's like don't touch anything, don't touch anything. But then in the edit, it's usually just like a squeeze. So like nothing needs to be like perfect. It just needs to be like, it's a squeeze, you know, or a shake. You don't really notice those changes. But if you're doing like this Lumafade where it's like, then it needs to be perfect. But that's not the energy of this video. We're Post Malone, wow. So it's not gonna be like, wow.
All right, we're not done cooking. I told you about to come back every single time, baby.
We have these good conversations with really like professional people. The houses are sick. But the moment we start shooting, it's just like an ick. Like when I see myself with a camera going like this, it's like, it's hilarious. 15 minutes later, I'm like, man, I'm gonna die.